A few moments later.
What's good, everyone? Mac again with another video. Now, I want you to see this here, right? I want y'all to see this here. We have the Hilby Mo 68s, and we have the CMT version of the Mo 68s. Yeah, the CMT version. You know why I'm showing this version? Because this is the version that should be promoted. Just like the SB1200, right? It really should be the CMT SB1200. Now, for those who are out of the loop, CMT is really EA Ski. And EA Ski is a Pretendian producer. Let me explain. Now, when EA Ski first started, it wasn't just EA Ski. It was EA Ski and CMT. But the thing about it is they ended up breaking up. The reason why they broke up is because somehow people were looking at EA Ski as the producer when he wasn't the producer. He wasn't the one making the beats. It was CMT who was making all of the beats, all of the music. Do you understand? So my question is to everyone, because I know some of the bandwagon followers are going to get mad. They're going to go in the comment section. They're going to question me. But we're going to use a little common sense here. Why aren't we giving CMT his flowers? Since he is the one who made all the music, all the beats. Just like now with EA Ski. He has Tomcat, Thomas McCree, and Dominic Bazile, Tick to the Talk, making all of his beats. Yet we always say EA Ski. But EA Ski hasn't done anything. He hasn't made a beat. He doesn't mix any of his music. We know Tom, God dog, I forgot the man's name already. Tom Lugan mixes all his music. So what does EA Ski actually do? Well, EA Ski is a middleman producer. What is a middleman producer? He is basically a Pretendian producer. He just uses everybody else who does all the work and just put his name on it. Just like right here where CMT is located at. Because Mr. Tom Hilby is the one who created and designed this piece of gear here. Not EA Ski or CMT. But I have CMT's name on there because he is the one deserving to have his name on that gear because he is the one who did all the music. But for some strange reason, because we live in this weird planet, right, where reality is not what it may seem, and the lies are the truth, and the truth are the lies, that EA Ski is revered, but not the one who made the music, CMT. And that's why CMT left, because he wasn't getting his proper just due. And I don't blame him. When you feel like you're being conned by someone, betrayed by someone, you would leave too. And for those who question CMT, I want you to ask yourself this. How come EA Ski never brought up CMT? How come if they were so buddy-ish, how come EA Ski then reconcile with CMT and say, you know what, brother, I'm sorry. I'm going to let you get your just due because you are the one who actually made the music. So yes, we're going to put your name to the forefront, right? But he didn't do that. He didn't do that at all, according to CMT. CMT said they talked about it, but nothing changed. So that's why he left. So I want to ask some of you people, some of you followers of EA Ski, do you think that's right? Do you think that, what if somebody did that to you? You made all the music, did all the work, but didn't get any of the credit. And then when you ask, hey, put my name up there so I can get my just due, and they just simply ignored you, right? What would you do? What would you do? I'm curious. I'm curious for your responses. What would you do? Just think about that. Now, back to the Pretendian producer. See, and I mentioned this in previous videos, that the labels know all about these Pretendian producers. And I've talked to people in the industry. They know about this little con game, and it's mainly in hip hop. This little con game where you have guys who have no talent at all, but they'll find people who do have talent and use them, then put their stamp, their name on it as if they did it. Yeah, it's mostly prevalent in hip hop. And the labels are very aware. And I have friends in the music industry. I have friends that really in the industry. Because when you're in college, you are members of many organizations. And you have access to a lot of people who are in the same organizations. And some of them work in the industry. And they tell you things. And they know all about this scam and this scheme that's been going on. They know all about it. But the funny thing about the industry, it's an entertainment industry for profit. It's based on wants and not needs. Because realistically, music can just go away. But will humanity go away just because music is going away? Music is not a necessity. It's a want. Therefore, being that it's a want, it can go any way. It can go to the analog way. It can go to the digital way. And right now it's leading toward the AI way. Now, the reason why I mention AI is because producers like Ski, the Pretendian producer, AI is the nail in the coffin for him. Because now with AI, anyone can be a Pretendian producer or a middleman producer or a prompt producer. That's all it is. Put your name on it while someone else does the work. That's what AI is. You create the prompt while the computer, right, the technology does all the work based upon other individuals' works. Do you see what I'm saying? Same thing, same concept. But, and that's the reason why I'm really making these videos, to give Ski an ominous warning. I would get a job. I would get a job. Become a manager. If you want to be in music that bad and you can't play any instruments or can't make any beats, you rely on other people to make beats, I recommend become a manager. Then no one can call you a Pretendian producer because you manage Dominique Bazille. You manage Tomcat. You manage CMT, right? Do that. And then no one will call you a Pretendian. They will have respect for you. Because one thing I can't stand, anybody who knows me, I can't stand three things: a perp, a pretendian, and a grifter. Those three attributes are trash. And when you exhibit those three attributes, you are getting no respect from me. You become trash then, the lowest of the low. And the only way you will ever receive respect again from me is redemption. Show me that you want to rid yourself of your pretendian and grifting ways. And as far as EA Ski is concerned, that comes with an apology to CMT. Apologize to CMT. When I see an apology, my respect level will increase from 0 to possibly 40%. When I see him admit that, no, I don't make any of these beats. These other guys make the beats. I'm just a middleman producer. Then my respect level will go to 80%. And then when he says, you know what? I will learn to play these instruments. I will actually learn to make my own music. I will actually learn to be a real producer and not a pretendian producer. Then my respect level will go to 95%. Now, when he gets a job and make an honest living without the pretendianism, the grifting, and the perpetrating, my respect level will then be at 100%. But for now, it's at 0. And for a lot of people, it's at 0. But it can easily go to 100%, as I stated previously. But will he do that? My confidence level is very low, around 15%. But 15% is promising, because we can never predict accurately what humans will do in the future. But we can only hope. But for people like EA Ski, the pretendian producer, the middleman producer who has no talent, I mean, there's always hope for those individuals to do the same thing as everybody else did. Learn how to play. Learn how to make beats. Learn how to be a musician. Take classes. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with learning how to play an instrument. There's nothing wrong with learning how to make music in FL Studio. There's nothing wrong with learning how to make your own music in Ableton Live. But the key is you're making your own music. You're not using anybody else and then putting your name on it as if you did it. That's the difference. That's the difference. Because honestly, imagine me as a label. Imagine me hypothetically as UMG. And I have one contract available to sign an artist. And there's 2 individuals in front of me. Those 2 individuals are Dominic Bazile.
Where's this from?
And EA Ski. Now, who should I sign to a contract? EA Ski, the pretendian producer, or Dominic Bazile, the one who makes all of EA Ski's music? It's a no-brainer. Dominic Bazile, duh. He is the one making the music. If I say, hey, Dominic, I want you to make this type of song in 5 hours, I'm confident he can do it. If I say, hey, Ski, I want you to make this type of song in 5 hours, he won't be able to do it. What he would do is he would go to Dominic Bazile and Thomas McCree and say, hey, y'all, I need this. Can you make this song for me in 5 hours? Yeah, we got you, Ski. We got you. I don't want that. I'm spending my money. UMG. I don't want no middleman producer. I want the one who I can tell what to do or ask what to do, who can play on the spot, not someone who has no talent, pretending that they can have production talent. No middleman. I want the man. And that's what these labels are doing right now. They are recruiting the best of the best right now when it comes to music production, straight out of graduate schools and doctorate schools. The best of the best. These individuals can play any genre of music and create a song in less than 2 hours. Rapid speed. They are the AI. Because AI can do it in less than 5 minutes. These individuals are so damn good, they can make any genre of music in less than 2 hours. Human, I may add. So that's the point. That's what these labels want. Volume, quality, and accuracy. And ask yourself, do you have that capability to produce and create any genre of music on demand in less than 2 hours? I'm telling you right now, I can't do it. It's impossible for me to do that. It would take me a few days. Some music, yes, it may take me a shorter period of time, but will it be quality? The labels want quality in 2 hours. They don't want no bull crap. They want the highest quality at the shortest period of time. Highest volume, people. I want you to think about that, because that's what a lot of these Pretendian producers don't want you to know. They want you to keep trying to figure out little thing, piece by piece by piece. By then, when you finally figure some of these things out at around 75% of the rate of knowledge accumulation, it's been 10 years have passed and you still haven't gotten anywhere. I mean, 10 years, that's a long time. And you're still in the same spot because these information grifters, that's all they are. Yeah, just donate to my Patreon. I give you a little bit of information here and a tiny bit of information there. A lot of it is bullshit. Some of that information they give you is just a waste of time. And the rest of it is information you can easily Google for free in a matter of no time, in a matter of seconds. So that's why I was saying, like, what EA Ski can't give me anything. He's useless. He's a Pretendian producer. He has no value. All I'm doing is giving him money, right, from the memberships or the super chats, right, and those fake phony drum kits that he stole from other producers or musical talents who created those original drum kits, right? Those sound designers. He stole those drum kits and then he's selling them for way more than what the original drum kits were worth. That's the crazy part. So that's grifting. That's perpetrating. That's Pretendianism. And like I said before, that's zero respect. And that's what I have for this guy right now. Zero respect. And even more so when I found out what he did to CMT, because he'll do anyone. If he did his closest homeboy, his closest confidant, if he is willing to betray his closest confidant, he has the capacity to betray anyone, people. He is a narcissistic individual. He only cares about himself. And he has shown it. I'm just a messenger trying to wake you up to the facts, to the truth. As an intelligent analyst who holds a degree in social science, who studied behavior. And I'm telling you right now, EA Ski fits the profile of a grifter. I'm just letting you know that. But just like Jim Jones, the preacher, and how all those people ended up following him to their demise, right? Charismatic leaders, I learned that in school too. That's why people like me don't follow anybody. We don't follow charismatic leaders. We stand on our own too. We are the leader. And we don't need followers. But I'm happy that you follow, but I'd rather have other leaders lead each other. I don't want followers. I want other leaders, and we stand together as a group of leaders. Do you understand? We stand together as a group of leaders, and we share ideas. And we better ourselves as a collective. That's the way it should be. Not one person and everybody else follow that one person like a blind flock of sheep. That's how you end up like those who followed Jim Jones. People. So, I hope what I given to you was helpful and knowledgeable. And of course, there are going to be others who are going to beg to differ, but that's okay. That's really okay. Because like I said before, what you do in your life, that's your prerogative. What you choose to do, that's your prerogative. But me, my prerogative is when you show signs of being a perpetrator, a grifter, and a pretendian, you're done with me. I don't have time to be affiliated with that trash, because that's garbage. That's unacceptable. Do you understand?
Noodles, no patty. Cereal with the canned milk, the powder milk, no milk. Waffles, no syrup. Jelly, no jelly.